ser lo que quieres, no quiero estar sin ti. Te prometo, no lo haré otra vez. Estoy arrepentida, pido perdón otra vez. Todo lo que construimos, todo lo que he vivido, todo lo que prometimos. Sabes que mis emociones con razones no sé controlar, pero veo tu sonrisa junto a esa naricita más bella que poesía. Sé que aunque enojamos y peleamos, siempre te amaré.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
One man show, I'm telling you. And we are live on another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. I'm excited, dude, because all week I thought it was just going to be me and, the name of the show. You know what I'm saying? It was just going to be me and Vanita, but the door opened and they just kept coming in. So you guys are in for a special treat, something very, very different. And that's what I'm more excited about. I'm more excited about the fact that it is quite different than your typical Tejano music that, we hear showcase every single Wednesday. But at the end of the day, it's still Tejano. She's a Tejana, and these guys from behind me are Tejanos, maybe -1.
Puro Monterrey.
Yeah, no. So everybody connecting on Facebook, on YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in like you guys do every single week. You guys are in for a treat. So without further ado, man, my guest with the capital S tonight, right, is none other than Miss Vanita Leo and company. And the band?
And the band, we got Eddie Longoria, Pops, Mr. Marco Jaime, Jacob Felan, and Michael Perez. And then over here too, we got my momager around here.
Your momager, she already ran out.
Yeah,
your dad said she had a 6-pack in the car.
She's shy. She's shy.
Well, poor Patrick always there.
No, man. Again, today, I always tell people that they're like, Bob, how much music do you listen to? I said, well, you know, I do. I listen to quite a bit of music, especially when I'm going to do an interview. I like to get into the, you know, what the musician was thinking and just I vibe their music all day as much as I can, right? Of course, I go to work, but on my way to work that morning, I jam it. On the way to pick up my son, I'm jamming. On the way home, I'm jamming it. When I get here to set up the studio, I'm jamming it. So, again, just super excited to have you guys, man. And you know, your pops, right?
Yeah.
So no offense to your pops, but you guys are a young band, man, and I get excited about these things, right? Calm down, my Tejano peeps. I don't want my Tejano stars to be like, hey, Bumper, yo, estoy viejo que. No, not nothing like that. Just again, man, just super excited that you guys are here. Get to talk to a bunch of young guys, and you know, and your dad, who's probably been, you know, I don't know him, but I'm pretty sure he's probably been in the business for quite some time, and he's probably been around with some bands and some great musicians. Oh, yeah, for sure. He's already holding a guitar, so that's a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is if you didn't know, it's absolutely free. Absolutely free. All we have to ask you to do is one thing, and that's share. So somebody could be having a bad day. Who knows, man? Somebody could just be like, who is this Vanita Leo? Let me check it out. Whatever, bam, come across you. And next thing you know, we got new Vanita Leo fans all over.
Supporters, that's all we need.
The United States and Mexico también.
En Mexico.
En Mexico también.
Hasta Mazatlán, Sinaloa.
So, again, guys, welcome to the show. And, yeah, so where are you from?
I'm from San Antonio, born and raised. I'm a Tejana, just like my dad. But our bloodline comes from Mazatlán, Sinaloa.
Really?
Puro banda music, corridos. That's why Arrepentida, that's our little corrido with its modern twist.
It sounded almost like it had a little corrido tumbado in there a little bit on the guitar. But again, it is different. But you're one of us, right? You're here from San Antonio. You're a Tejana, with the emphasis. She's a Tejana. And these guys right here, how old are you, bro?
Yo, ¿de cuánto me veo?
Pues ahorita con la verdad como 23, 24 ahí por ahí.
Yeah, muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Yeah. 25.
25? Oh, I see. I was close. I used to work at a carnival. Guessing, wait, no, but I
No, sí, saludos, soy de Monterrey, Nuevo León.
De Monterrey, Nuevo León, del mero Monterrey.
Mero Monterrey, del INDEP Huepe, en Cerro de la Silla. Ahí me vieron nacer todos.
Man, el semana para atrás tenía los Navairas.
Oh, okay.
Y pues apenas, acaban de llegar de Monterrey, estamos hablando de Monterrey, y todos los pueblitos que están alrededor de Monterrey. So, hay muchos. Es como Floresville. Right? Es igualito.
Marco Jaime, her dad, su papá. Tengo también 25.
Hey, Marco, ¿y tú tocas con la banda? When she plays, you play in the group?
Yeah, I do a segunda voz, and I do percussion. But we do come from a family of Tejanos. I mean, I don't know if my sister Esmeralda Guzman, I played with Rodel for a long time. Los Aguilares, J. Perez. I've been very fortunate, very blessed to play with some really good people, man.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
It's most definitely in the genes, man.
And you in the back with the badass sweatshirt?
Do I talk to my mic?
No, just yell. We can hear you.
No.
This is Jacob Felan.
I play the drums.
Jacob, you're like, I got a son named Jacob, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. You play drums?
Oh, yeah.
All right. How old are you?
20.
20?
Yeah.
All right. Garcia, bro. The Garcia family.
You're from the Garcia family?
His tios are the Garcia brothers, yes.
Neta?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, my neighbor across the street, Juan, he's real camaradas with Joey, and we'll talk later. You might know him. And you, sir?
Pues, I'm Michael, pero en México me dicen Michael.
My cool, porque está bien cool. Está bien cool el güey.
Hey, un gran saludo a un amigo who's watching all the way from the 956. Decided to sport one of his shirts today. A good friend of mine from Grupo Mesteño, also accordion player from Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics, Mr. Rocky Beltran, El Showstopper. So, hey, Rock, thanks for the shirt. I saved you one.
Nice.
He left them here, food. I borrowed.
We might be in the 956 soon at the Flying Walrus venue.
The Flying Walrus, right?
Yes, yes.
So, Vanita, the crazy story, or where we want to get started with is the style of music. We were talking offline, right? And the style of music you play is, to be real, it's unheard of.
Thank you.
That's a for me, it's a true statement. Again, it's my show, my opinion, but I don't know somebody out there kind of excuse my language, your dad might be the one to understand me, but dibble dabbing and like taking, the ayah, from over here, over there, and you're kind of making your own thing, right?
Yeah.
You're making a menudo. You're mixing it up. You know what I'm saying? A good mole. You're mixing all kinds of stuff up, and from what I can tell, but that's why you're here, because you can tell me, Bump, you're full of shit or not. But from what I can tell, these are all the influences you had
growing up. Yeah. I mean, they say ni de aquí ni de allá. So we took, I've taken from both sides of my culture, being Tejana, and also having my roots in Mexico, and then loving like indie music and stuff growing up. It's definitely a little bit of everything that I've grown up loving.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, and these guys too can definitely relate to me on that. A lot of the artists that I've grown up loving, the influences growing up, they had a similar experience with their upbringing.
So, porque tú eres de Monterrey, ¿te creciste en música norteña o de rock o qué? O
pues,
de todo?
De todo. Le estaba diciendo, I go from Guns N' Roses to Invasores de Nuevo León. To Los Alegres Veteranos. So that's musically, that's what I am,
That's who you are. That's exactly right. I tell people all the time that, here in South Texas, especially aquí en el sur de Texas, or in Texas, que son raza, like, there's no other people like us, dude. You pick up somebody's phone and it'll go from George Strait to Ramon Ayala to Intocable to Guns N' Roses to Metallica. You know what I mean? We're a mix of all of that. You notice I didn't do any hip hop, right? No, I just said it. But no, man, it's again. I took from the songs that I listened to from your EP or LP. EP, right? Can you tell me the difference between an EP and an LP?
Extended playlist and long playlist, right?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I really couldn't tell you.
Saludos to Moses Lake, Washington. Juan Hernandez watching from Moses Lake, Washington. El Gino Barrientes, bienvenidos. Juan Gonzalez, Buda West, Texas, 432. Michael Constancio Keller, Texas, in the house. And, of course, Mr. Rocky Beltran. So the music.
Yeah.
Like, who sits around and does this? Like, where did Vanita come from?
Well, it all started off kind of like during COVID. My primo came to stay with us, and we got to writing. And he's the son of Esmeralda Jaime, who is beautiful vocalist, amazing musician, Tejano roots, of course. Yeah. We both came together and started writing music together, but we also really loved like indie music and stuff. So what is indie music? I mean, back in that time, I was listening to like a lot of Cuco, Caliuchis, Mon Laferte, stuff like that.
You say Cuco?
Cuco.
Yeah.
Cuco, that's that kid from LA, right? He plays the like weird, like electronic kind of. Yeah, there's a couple of songs that I dig of him. I spent a little time in California, like half my life, right? But the corridos tumbados didn't exist over there when I lived there. That music, I mean, it's either oldies or banda, and then right before I came over here, pegó Duranguese. and that came. Y luego I don't even know is there still people doing Duranguense music?
I mean, it's a genre que...
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
Es una michelada. Either you like it or you don't. There's no like in between. So your cousin comes over. You guys both kind of like indie music. So explain to the Tejano fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, what in the hell is indie music?
Oh, indie, pues indie is a short word of
Porque ahorita están esperando que son indios.
Okay, so indie is like it's independent music, indie music, independent. So like the genre, how you've been explaining how you feel about my music, how it's like a little bit of everything, you don't know what it is. That's indie music, and any type of indie music, you can hear it and you're like, bro, what is this?
But you can vibe to it.
But you can't help but love it at the same time. So you're interested, you know? You want to.
Yeah, like I said, with I was telling you about my sister. My sister hit me up. She's like, "Hey, I can vibe to this. Like, this go shout out to my sister Marisa." And she's like, and she does. This is not her cup of tea, right? But she's like, she could vibe to it. So that's pretty cool. Joe Villanueva says, "Vanita Leo and the guys are original and are amazing."
Thank you, Mr. Joe.
All right. Robert Noriega is watching. Hello, Bumper. Hello to Vanita. Met this young lady at Fanfare this year. Know her dad's music more. No offense. Right? But very impressed with their style of music. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's a good friend of ours, Robert Noriega.
A Mari Villarreal in Three Rivers, Texas. We got some tias chiming in. Hi, tia.
Hey, y'all got family in Three Rivers?
Yeah, we do. My mom's from Three Rivers.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Beeville.
Caron, Texas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm from Beeville, so ahí está cerquita ahí, right there.
What's it called? Vans, right? Vans Barbecue?
Vans Barbecue, pues ahí está George West, Three Rivers, Choke Canyon.
Oh,
I always say Beeville.
Those alligators.
Huh?
I always say Beeville, and my mom gets mad.
It's Beeville.
Because she's like, it's Beeville.
So what? And okay, so indie, for everybody watching, we're clearing it up right now. It's not music de India. It's not Indian music.
No.
It stands short for independent music.
Yeah.
So you guys can go anywhere you want and play whatever you want. You're not labeled. You don't have to have an accordion. You don't have to have a bajo. You can just do whatever you want.
And it's funny because sometimes we have gigs where we take the accordion and sometimes we don't. You know, it just depends on the vibe that we're on.
So tú tocas el acordeón?
La guitarra y el acordeón.
Wow. And what your bass?
Guitar, her brother's bass.
Okay, your guitar and your drums. Nice,
But
nice.
If I can make a small interjection.
Dame.
Indie music, it's kind of weird. I know, I have a lot of...
You heard his feelings when he turned his light bulb turned on.
It's so complicated, you know. Indie music, it stands for independent, right? That's where it started from, and it was just these guys with guitars that wanted to make music on their own, away from like record labels and stuff, and just like release by themselves. And I think after that, everyone just kind of like, you know, with the rise of the internet, with the rise of computers and like recording equipment getting better and cheaper, all these influences started like coalescing into this almost like an aesthetic that became indie music.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of like people who like weren't formally educated in recording, and they just like went crazy on the effects. You know, they turned the chorus all the way up. They turned the distortion like crazy high, and they're like, I don't know how to use any of this, but it became like its own sound.
Yeah.
And people kind of
and SoundCloud became your
and then we had
became your outlet, right?
Oh, yeah.
LimeWire.
So Vanita, but what are your influences like growing up? Like what was the majority of the music you grew up listening to?
So my abuelo on my dad's side, he's from Natalia, Texas, and he was a trio musician. So growing up, I was like obsessed with boleros, Jose. This guy had a huge, of course, he had a huge impact on my influences and my interests. Lots of jazz, lots of R&B, Sade.
Wow, all that, Margaret? You used to listen to all that?
No, a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah,
I mean, my mom was from Mexico, my dad's from Texas, so my dad was, Freddie Fender, Los Tres Reyes. I mean, I can go down the list.
Los Dos Gilbertos.
All that stuff. Those 2Gs, Los Aguilares. I mean, it was either KDA or KCOR. My dad would have a KDA or my mom would have a KCOR. So my mom, I'm first generation American on my mom's side. So, I mean, Juan Gabriel, Jose.
All the grupera music.
All that Pedro Infante. Digo, I mean, we had
She liked Temerarios and all that stuff too.
Bro, los Bukis.
Yeah.
I mean, Juan Gabriel, por cierto. You know, so
luego, entonces, whenever I collaborated with my primo, we took this song, Historia de un Amor. It's most popular with Trio Los Panchos and Edie Gourmet. Me and my primo, we took this and we had like this like R&B jazzy effect on it. And my dad was really good friends with Mario Ortiz at the time. They played together with Jay Perez. And so he was like, hey, bro, we'll check out my daughter's demo. And then, boom, me and Mario connected, and I signed with his label back then.
So you signed with Baby Grand?
Baby Grand Records.
Man, you know, Mario's a cool cat. Like, before I met him and became really good friends with him, Mario is one of those dudes, it's like a Gibby Velasquez, right? You say the name, but you know the name, but you don't really know the person. I mean, you might know what they look like, but you don't really know them, right?
Yeah.
I've got to spend hours in the studio watching Mario work with a variety of different artists, you know, friends of mine that where I was invited, and it's really awesome to see people like that get in there and cooking it up and like, nah, you know what, let's do this. And I'm like, dude, I'm like Bob from La Bamba, like I didn't hear a difference in any of that shit, right? No, that was it. You got it on the drums, right? You missed a lick, or you know what I mean? Like try this little lick real quick and boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I got it. And I'm like, bro, I didn't hear. It just sounds exactly the same. But I guess there's something in there that they did, you know, a little bit extra.
Punch. And working with him is always real free flowing like that. He's like, oh, well, let me just put this in here real quick, and I'm like, damn. Sometimes it really changes up the whole feel of the song, and that happened with a lot of my songs on the EP. You know, we were at the point of just releasing it, and we were just like putting those finishing touches on it. And then he was like, well, what if we add a little reggaeton beat here? What if we had a little bass here? And it really just all came together. My music is it's a lot of people collaborated on making it, you know. just like it's taken from all cultures and stuff, and it's a big old melting pot. My influences, you know, it was the same with making this album, and we all came together and, you know, made something I really love. I really mess with.
So everybody got to go in the studio and kind of do their thing.
This was back in 2021, and it was mostly me, Mario, my cousin Tito, my dad, my tia Esme was also collaborating on writing the song. Yeah, those are all the people credited on the album, and yeah.
So if you guys don't know, these guys are here. They're sponsored by Quita Penas.
Yeah.
The tequila. No, not tequila. It's good, right? It's good. It's good tequila, man. Shout out to my good friends, La Familia Mancha, all the way from the great state of Ohio. I can't wait to see you and hang out with you guys this weekend. It's going to be a good time. So, Ohio, I hope you're ready. I'll be there this weekend. You guys have played outside of the state of Texas?
No, not yet. We were going to do a chamba in Ohio next
really?
month. Yeah, it's still kind of up in the air. We might.
What part of Ohio?
Ni sé.
¿Quién sabe?
Hey, your dad just gave you a look like you weren't supposed to say that, dude. It's a secret.
Es
I know. Facebook.
Ya valió.
Look how ready he is already.
Hasta que pase el contrato.
Oh man, Vanita, you wanna jam one or what?
Yeah,
Get the people riled up.
Let's do La Trenza. This one's I don't know if it's gonna rile people up. It might get you crying in your room right now, but you know.
Crying's cool.
Go to the kitchen, get a little
Chile.
chévere. Tú eres distinta a todas las del barrio. Para mí, la princesa de la población. Tú eres hermosa como una perla. No debes pasar hambre, no debes de sufrir. Y mientras dejo tu trenza, imagino cuando crezcas, verás ¿cómo vas a brotar? Serás la flor más bella. Cuando te miro, mi reina, cuando te escucho cantar, yo sé, una estrella serás, la que más va a brillar. Yo sé, una estrella serás. Sorry, Dad. La que más va a brillar.
That shit gets you all in your feelings and shit, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, don't get upset, but what I think I found the coolest part of that song is your dad singing Segunda, dude. That's badass.
Hey, he's the
No,
best
that's cool.
segunda.
Like,
The
I'm thinking to
best
myself, like,
segunda.
dang, his daughter's singing. He's like, I got your back. Don't worry about it.
Always,
Yeah.
man. Always.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, guys, if you just joined us right now, Vanita Leo right here from the big city of San Antonio, Texas, here with their band. Her pops, who's also part of the band as well, and we're right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, man, kicking back, having a few shots of tequila, getting to know these guys. Again, for all my fans who are, strictly cordion and bajo sexto or keyboards and guitar, like, hey, man, it's good to broaden our horizons.
Most definitely, brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanna touch a little bit on how I met you, right? So as my grandson's crying in the background, right? Mel, if you guys don't know Mel, right? Mel is he's the drummer for the Cumbia All Stars, AB Quintanilla and the Cumbia All Stars. So Mel is one of those guys that I just love. I've loved him since the very first time that I met him. I always brag about him because he's so young, but he's also a historian of our music and our genre, and he's always looking to broaden his horizons. One, when it comes to music, and one, our cultura. He's. I mean, you cannot take that away from Mel. He will school you. Do not let that little young face. He will school you on old music, on who recorded what years. He knows all that stuff. Well, so Mel became a really good friend of our families, my wife and my kids and stuff. So Mel graduated. He had a graduation party, and we got invited. Vanita was out there, and
with these fools right here.
We started talking, and somebody told me, he's like, hey, she sings. I think my wife told me, she sings. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I said, I don't. And so I started talking, and you were like, yeah. She's like, I know who you are. And I was like, okay, cool. I said, well, you know what? Let's go. Let's do the show, man. Yeah. And you were without a hesitation, like, I'm in. Like, let me know. It's been a while, right? But I mean, we're booked, so it takes a little while to come onto the show. Yeah. But you're here, man. I'm just excited that you're here, dude, because again, the young faces, right? I talk about this all the week, like, where do we go to for, because people think that all young people listen to is Drake and I don't know what, I don't even know another hip hop artist.
Megan Thee Stallion,
right? Or Peso Pluma, right? Again, but when I heard your music, like, now that when you said your dad, like, trios and stuff, I hear that now. Yeah. I didn't hear it earlier. Now that you say it, now that's another flavor, another little, how does that guy do it? Another little spice like that you added onto it. Oh, shit, Mel's on here.
Dude, he literally just texted me.
Look, Mel's already talking smack.
Mira.
He said, they got on the show before I did, rolling his eyes.
Mira, look at him, bro. He said, just wait. That's what he told me to wait for.
Ay, Mel. Because Mel is, remember we were saying, right? He always says, like, I got an indie band. I'm like, Mel, I want to see you do Tejano. I don't want to see indie stuff, right? And he's like, you just got to hear it. And on his defense, I haven't heard it. You know what I mean? This is my first time.
Well, we have a member.
Quítalo.
We have a member from Los Planos aquí.
Mel, I don't know. Is he on tour? Is he out right
I
now?
believe so.
He's out somewhere. He's
Where's
probably on
he
the
at?
bus watching it.
I don't know, but he's in a bus.
Yeah, he's probably on the bus watching it in
Let-
his
let-
bar somewhere.
Let me check your
Shout out to
location real
Mel.
quick, way.
Vanita, how old were you when you or your dad said, "Hey, man, you could kind of carry." Every kid sings, la neta. Every kid sings, right? But you know, some parents don't tell their kids the truth. They're like, keep going, si puedes, and you know, you let somebody else tell them, like, "Hey, you ain't got it." How old were you when you could carry a note?
I would say probably about 6 or 7.
I mean, Pollita, man, she was. I mean, even before that, I should remember, but I remember her being like 3 or 4, and I was rehearsing at the house, and then she wouldn't know the songs, but I can hear her matching the pitches, and I go, wow, she's got an ear, and then just kind of went from there. Y de repente, pues, la estamos cantando en la casa.
He brought me on stage for the first time with Grupo Maldad, Jerry Ramos. When I was Santos Aguilar, maybe when I was like 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would bring me on stage to just sing a country song.
Yeah.
And I'd be all nervous.
Vanita, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
21. I just turned 21.
Yeah, that's as she's holding her shot. I just turned 21. All right.
No me regaño.
Shout out to my daughter Jackie. She's about to turn 21. We're gonna do a 21 year. I don't know if they want Dad to go. I'm still like I haven't got the vibe yet. They're like, she asked me, Dad, are you gonna go to my thing? I'm like, is that like, do you want me to go, or like, Dad, I really don't want you to go? So I think my wife and my daughters are planning to do something with their 21. Man, it's a. I mean, I'm sure your dad remembers he was 21. I remember when I was.
I remember like going to get my first beer.
Shit!
I wanted to ID me, and then they didn't ID me. I was like, you're not gonna check my ID?
Not for real, they haven't been agreeing either.
You waited for 21 years to show your ID. They don't even ask you. So Mel said he's in Woolbridge, Virginia, Georgia, and then Washington D.C. this weekend.
Dude.
So pretty wild.
Saludos.
It's throwing me off, dude. I don't know.
Hey, we got the same situation going on. My nephew, he comes to the house all the time.
Sebastián.
And se llama Sebastián. And in the morning, when my mom has like a work call or something, I'll like just wake up and she's like, here, agárralo. Take him real quick. I'm gonna go take a shower. And he's just looking at me.
You know? It's a beautiful thing.
My nephew's got a cute little attitude. I love that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we vibe.
Vanita, so when you make this song, are you a person? So I guess I should ask the 4 guys behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a demanding person, or do you take constructive criticism? Or I guess to make the question better, does everybody put in on the puzzle to make the song? Or are you the only person putting the puzzle together?
No, definitely always open to collaborating, especially with my boys who have stuck with me and grown with me. But I do know what I want, and then I'll let them put their twist on it.
That's cool, man.
Would you agree with that? Yeah.
How do you guys? So Vanita, so where do you point at? What I'm trying to get is, where do you point at for gigs? Like what kind of places would say, hey, Vanita Leo, I want you to come jam here?
Well, right now I'm working with an agency that's based out of Dallas, Texas. My agency, I'm Victor Rimage, my homie from Chasky's group. Shout out Victor. Giving us lots of opportunities. He just put us on a little Texas tour with a group from Tijuana que se llama Ramona, an indie group from Mexico. He gets us a lot of gigs in Dallas and Houston. They're really big on supporting the indie community over there.
But not like piñata protests or
No.
He see you in the back. He's like, yeah, I like piñata protests. So different, right? That's more of a rockish, right? They're more of a rockish style. Shout out to Josh DeLuna. You know Josh, little Josh, the DJ from K Alamo. Him and his dad Al. He's there watching. What school did you go to?
I went to John Jay High School.
Marbach.
I'm a Marbach monster.
How about you?
Madison, around this side.
Oh, so you're from this hood over here. Okay.
Like 10.
I was like, fuck out.
You got a little taste of
I got a little taste of everything, but.
O'Connor.
But what would you call your what would be your home
Clark.
school though?
Oh, fuck.
Homeschool?
I was a homeschooler.
Homeschooler?
Well, I was actually homeschooled too after sophomore year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, when you're an artist, I guess artists, that's what they do, right? They kind of homeschool. So going back to being here, here in San Antonio and whatnot, what was your first gig like? Like, again, because I'm still here in my chair trying to picture these young kids play this music, and I'm probably being very naive, right? But where is there places where we jam this music?
Brick at Blue Star downtown on ¿cómo se llama? Proban? Right?
Proban.
Proban. Yeah,
On Proban, it's Blue Star. They're really big on supporting the community. My first show, as Vanita Leo, because I did a lot of shows with him too growing up, serenatas and stuff. And my first show as Vanita Leo was at Brick at Blue Star, and we performed with Volcan Orchestra. It's like they do cumbias and stuff.
Indie orchestra.
Indie orchestra is what they call themselves, right?
Indie orchestra.
Indie, and they do puras cumbias.
Y'all love that word. That word gets put in everything. Boy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, the cool thing though, Bumper, like that gig with Ramona, that small tour. I mean, they played at Antone's in Austin, which is it's historic, man. That place,
BB King played there.
BB King, Stevie Ray. And she was there, like, I mean, very much definitely representing Tejano. She was talking about Tejano roots.
We did a Grupo Límite song. We did some Selena.
Oh, you shouldn't be telling me these things right now. Right? So like I told you earlier, I'm more excited at the fact that your roots are Tejano. Right? Regardless of what it sounds like to everybody, your roots are Tejano music, okay? And what we try to preach all the time is like sometimes we hope that people get outside the normal box of Tejano music, right? Like, if it's not a traditional Tejano song, a lot of the fans they turn it off. They don't care what it could be. You can have the most gorgeous voice you've ever heard in your life, but people are like, nah, dude.
They get the
that sounded weird. That drums, like I don't know. It's just kind of it's not Tejano, right?
I mean, we've got a. I mean, like you said, it's different for sure, but I mean, I still call it Tejano because it's Texas, and
you guys are from here, man.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't grow up. I didn't even know what the hell a michelada was. Somebody made me a michelada. I'm like, dude, why are you putting clamato
Caldo?
inside my beer, right? You making me a caldo or what?
Yeah.
Had a drink,
That's it.
and I was hooked.
That's all she wrote.
Same thing with your music.
Thank you.
I heard it. I'm like, hey, this is like this will get you in a chill mood right here.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs. I'm just assuming that it will put you in a chill thing, man. Shout out to Frank Trevino for the 956. Irene Mendoza from Glendale, Arizona. William Sanchez, nice show. Keep up the good work. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You guys check in. Let me know where you guys are watching from, especially everybody watching on YouTube. I'm not trying to forget you. I always get in trouble because I forget my viewers on YouTube, man. But shout out to Exit 240 Studios. If you're ever in Florida and you just like cruising down Florida and you decided that
I'm trying to
come up with a song and you got to go and record it right away, hit up my boys at Exit 240 Studios. And they're literally on Exit 240 on 75, right?
Yeah, nice.
You'll find their studios.
Makes sense.
Shout out to those guys. Tina Amaro, Three Rivers, Texas.
Tia
Hola,
Tina,
comadre.
todas las tías.
Okay,
in the
what's up?
house.
They're the Bulldogs, no?
Yeah.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs, red and
So
white.
look like Jacob, her son just got recruited to university, man, which is a beautiful thing.
Really?
Yeah. Playing
So
college ball.
Baseball, football?
Football, yeah.
To the University of Houston?
No, it's UHMB, I believe it is.
I was going to say, dude, University of Houston, ahorita los uniforms.
Comadre.
Have you seen the uniforms?
Yeah, I've
The
seen
Cougars?
them.
They did like the Houston Oilers colors.
Oh,
like
I saw that.
The whole thing is
I saw
white with
that.
the Houston. It's nice.
That was a good
We're
outfit,
going.
yeah.
This is Wacky Wins. What happens? we go all over the place, man. 209 Stockton, California, watching.
Got it.
Wisconsin, watching. Hell yeah. Oh, UMHB. I'm not even gonna guess.
Oh, yeah,
UMHB. But that's what she said. Manita, so what was your favorite Tejano artist growing up? I know what you're gonna tell me, but I just thought I'd ask it anyway.
Honestly, so growing up, my favorite song was Playa del Sol by Elida.
Oh, yeah.
I would dance to that song all the time. I loved a lot.
I was just with Elida on Sunday. Yeah, I got to hang out with her for a while at an undisclosed location, but she's a very down to earth person. And you know what? That makes me feel good because the answer I thought you were going to give me is what every young girl, you know, if you say Tejano, automatically they think Selena, right? Yeah. And you know, Selena's a queen, of course. We would never take that from her. But for you to say Elida, for me, that warms my heart. Like that's cool, man. You know, Elida, if you're watching, Lalo, if you're watching, there you go. She used to jam you when
she's
you were
a
little.
very, very cool lady, man.
So, do you know any of her songs?
Playa del Sol, I know all the words. Another big influence, Jennifer Peña. Oh, Y Duele. I wanted to cover that song with a bottle of tequila in the video. When she's like, con tres tequilas.
With Elida?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I got a video. We were I forgot where we were hanging out, and the song came out. The DJ plays the song, and she's singing it, and she's literally like right there where you're at. So I said, man, I get my camera. I'm like, hey, sing it, just sing it, like if you're singing, and she's just singing away. Right, we're both taking a shot of tequila, so it's cool little story.
Tequila's
cool
always been
story.
my drink of choice. So
Neta?
Yeah. And
I mean, you just turned 21. Shit, throw yourself under the bus, Vanita.
I had nothing to do with that.
Your mom's outside, like, oh really?
It's been my drink of choice for the last 4 months.
I saw your pop, so he just turned to the left, like, what did you say? So Elida, and what else? Like growing up,
Jennifer Peña.
She's coming back, you know that.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram.
Jennifer Peña, if you're watching, little collab right here with Vanita, a little indie, a little Jennifer Peña indie to get your feet wet back in the. Oh yeah,
I would love
like
that.
She needs to, right? But you know what? Jennifer Peña vibes.
Thank you.
Oh,
I love her look. Love it. She's always
Okay, I'm really
and then
excited to
Elida's
see.
makeup line, badass.
Really?
Yeah.
It's called
It's not La Tequila. No.
I forgot what it's called. But speaking of tequila and speaking of Elida, when I had Elida on the show here, she like this tequila's good, right? Mm-hmm. But she brought me a tequila, and I should have known because she's like, no, I'm not giving you the bottle. So that's already a light bulb turns on. Like, okay, this got to be like really. She's like, but I know you drink tequila, so I brought you something to taste that I like to drink, and I don't. Exactly what I told you. Like, don't chug it. I want you to sip it, taste it. Like tequila's supposed to be drinking. I said, okay, cool. She gave it to me, and I was like, wow. Like it like that's good, but that is.
Do you remember what kind it was?
So let me get. So then she's like, it's Jose Cuervo, and I said, Lalo, get your girl, dog. Like really? She's like, no, it's Jose Cuervo, and I'm like, there's no way. She's like, she pulls a bottle out. The bottle's like in this wooden box. So it's like Jose Cuervo Familia Especial, like four. So it's up in the $300 or $400 bottle range, but for a reason. The tequila was super, super good. So enough of Elida, right? We've been talking about it. Yeah. Vanita, when did you decide that you were gonna do like, hey, I'm not going to do like everybody. I mean, it would have been easy for you to be in San Antonio, to get a acordeon, get a bajo, and start, following and playing Tejano music. Mm-hmm. When did you decide that, hey, I'm going to do something totally different?
Well, I mean, collaborating with my primo and just like being at the crib creating really taught me what it felt like to create music from your heart and like, really remaining authentic with it. And then, I just wanted to feel that way all the time. I wanted to know that whatever I was putting out there came from me, came from my soul. So it just kind of like naturally kept happening,
Naturally, just naturally starts coming across.
Out,
yeah. What was one of your favorite songs that you can remember that your dad used to just play kind of in the background? That, every time you hear it, it reminds you of your dad.
Un clásico, Cuando te vi por primera vez. That's the first song that comes to mind.
Who sings that?
Yolanda.
Oh, yeah.
¿Sabes qué te
hey, that song doesn't get played in the studio.
Well, another one.
For some, we'll talk offline. We'll talk offline.
I got you. Hey, compadre.
He saw me. I saw you. I got you.
I can change the name if you want, man.
He did play a lot of country music growing up, though. I remember, especially when you and Mom would like bicker and stuff, you would go to the living room and play a sad country song, and it would sound all soulful and emotional, and I was like, damn, I really
And
feel
your mom
that.
would break down every time.
No, my mom would be like, Marco, cálmate.
Cálmate, por favor.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. So how did this happen? How did you meet these guys besides your dad? Let's talk about the band. How did you meet
This
these
fool right
dudes?
here was the first one I started working with. We were two young indie artists just trying to get an opportunity to play live, and Hash Vegan Eats. Saludos, the first people that gave us our chance.
Tell them about that day.
That day, pues. Oh, that was a hot
It
one.
was a
Oh, yeah, remember that?
Big Vibes Art House.
Sunday?
Nikita brought us on.
12 p.m.
En el patio.
July. En el patio.
Outside.
Nada de techo, nada.
Como el party de Mel.
Peor.
More hotter.
No shade. No shade.
Nah.
Sun
That's-
shining right down on you.
Oh, yeah.
Mel had shade and all that, but there was no wind. There was no wind. So you guys met, and I mean, did you know him? I mean, how did
Well,
you guys?
we met, and I was looking for a guitar player, and then we became friends. And I'm not sure who brought it up first, but we were just like, hey man, if you want to come vibe with us, play with us, see what happens, see what comes out. And then we ended up really loving to work with each other. And this fool went to high school with this fool back here, and I really needed a drummer. And so he was like, hey, this is my friend Michael. He plays drums. He plays a little bit of everything. Are you down? And I was like, of course I'm down. He started playing drums. And I started he had just broken his arm.
Oh, my hand, dog.
Or his hand. I started getting to know him, and I found out that he went to Brown and learned guitar at Brown.
Brown University.
Yeah. And I'm like, no manches, way. You studied
Wow! Wow!
So, of course, we put him on guitar, and then he's been helping me create a lot. Both of them, all of them.
And our young guy over here in the corner.
Well, Mel actually told me about this guy.
Mel did?
Yeah, I was telling him I was trying to grow my band more, and he was just like, hey, well,
I know this guy.
He was like, I'm booked up, Vanita, pero yo conozco este güey, and he plays good.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, Vanita, and you grew up speaking Spanish your whole life?
Spanglish, yeah.
No, porque hablas español muy bien.
Gracias.
You know what I mean?
I
Most
mean,
artists I've had on here that are from here, and they talk like me, right? Puro
Se vale, it's all good.
todo
Se vale.
mocho, todo quebrado, you know what I'm
pues,
saying?
yo también.
Se vale, se vale.
I just got a new job, and I work with a lot of señoras that speak all Spanish, so I've been
That's
practicing.
the best way to learn.
I've been practicing a lot in the
Neta.
past 4 days.
Al chisme.
Hey,
That's
pero tú
cute.
también,
Dude.
llegando aquí de Monterrey, si te pones con gente que nomás habla inglés, ¿vas a aprender inglés?
Y ni así.
Yo siempre he dicho que, yo aprendí más español en California, y no porque estábamos en California, es porque tenía muchos hijos y tenía un trabajo. Yo trabajaba en un dry cleaners.
Ajá.
Y yo era el único que hablaba inglés, y yo trabajaba enfrente, agarrando toda la ropa, con los clientes, hablando con los clientes, right? Todos los demás eran del mismo pueblo en México.
Okay.
But I didn't know that Mexico City has hey, son de México, right?
Yeah.
But Mexico City, chilangos, they're their
la
own.
capital, yeah.
So
They're
eran
built
chilangos. I didn't even know
different,
what that was.
La DF.
Pero hablaban español muy... No, hombre, güey, ¿por qué me estás así, right? So, comienzas a hablar así con ellos, right? Llegaba a la casa, my wife's like, why are you saying that like this? Man, these dudes are growing on me, right?
It's kind of like a song, right?
Yeah. But the best way to learn it is just in putting your where you have no choice but to speak it, man.
Yeah.
So, ¿tú también hablas español?
Sí, yo hablo español.
¿Tú también?
También.
Entiende todo, pero no habla.
Sí. Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool. You want to do another song?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're down?
Márchate. This is Márchate. So first we started off with the sad girl music. Now we're on the hot girl stuff. If you want to dance in your room, do your laundry to this.
Hey, so what are you saying? I should probably invest in a cajon to leave in here, huh?
That'd be
I'm
cool.
like,
That'd be
I
good.
was just thinking I should have brought the cajon or the bonos o algo.
Hey, we could have saved a chair.
Shout out to Mario Ortiz, Tito Guzmán, Esmeralda Marco. Márchate, ya no te quiero a ti. Lárgate, ya no te quiero a ti. Tu bienvenida se venció, ya no vuelvas. Márchate, ya no lo quiero oír. Cállate, solo sabes mentir. Desmascaraste tu disfraz, cara falsa. Aunque tú fingas enllorar, alguien como tú no cambiará. Y llegó la hora de partir, y ahora te tocará sufrir. Márchate, Raya, márchate, eres canalla. Márchate, porque tú no vales la pena. Márchate, Raya, márchate, eres canalla. Márchate,
Sabor.
porque tú no vales la pena.
Eso, qué bonito.
Yeah, man. I like that. I like that. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Thank you.
Right here, ladies and gentlemen, where it helps me pay the bills a little bit, but this is nothing about bills. Ladies and gentlemen from the Midwest, La Familia, good friends of mine, man. They're watching the show. You just said that you had a beautiful voice. My good friends, La Familia Mancha, from the great state of Ohio. This weekend, man, this weekend in Gibsonburg, Ohio, yours truly will be there with my good friends, Grupo Asalto, Tejano Sound Band, and Los Hermanos. They're going to be live in Gibsonburg, Ohio for a big fiesta. It's going to be an all-day thing. I think they just put out the schedule today, so if you guys aren't following La Familia Mancha, you can check them out. They have the schedule hour by hour. All the events are going to be on there. I got invited out there. I'm going to be out there, so looking forward to it. I've never been to the state of Ohio.
Beautiful state, man.
Right? I'm not an Ohio State Buckeye fan. I'll just throw that out there right away. No, but again, man, shout out to La Familia Mancha. Thank you for the invite. Looking forward to being out there. And if you're not doing anything, if you're from the Detroit area, Lansing area, Columbia, wherever you're from, man, in that Midwest area, you want to take a trip to see one of the hottest bands in Tejano music, my good friends, Grupo Asalto, they're going to be out there. Come check us out. Yours truly will be out there. I love to sit and talk to people who watch the show week in and week out. So really, really looking forward to it. So make sure you guys, let me know. Let me know if you're going to be out there. Message me. Again, Gibsonburg, Ohio, our good friends, La Familia Mancha Entertainment, presenting Grupo Asalto this Saturday, September 23rd. Again, all the way in Gibsonburg, Ohio.
Hey, shout out
They
to
don't
the
have
homies.
they don't have an airport there.
No?
No, I got Atlanta Airport. I got to run to give them.
Small town.
No, let's see. Also, do you have merch?
I do have merch.
You
yes.
do have merch?
Yes.
Well, if you're looking, maybe it's not the best deal in merch. This guy right here gives you the best deal in merch. He is one of the baddest dudes in La Onda Tejana right now, doing merch for everybody. A good friend of mine, Gilbert Alaman, 832-546-5856. 832-546-5856. Call him. Tell him how much you're paying for your t-shirts. I bet you he can beat it. Right? Gibster, man, hit him up. He helps everybody out. He's a good guy. And make sure you let him know that, you heard it right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. And then, I don't know.
I know that fool.
Hey, I like that already. I know everybody knows this fool, right? Ricky Ray, the realtor. the realtor with the baddest, coolest vibes in all of Texas. Hit him up, 956-424-5724. 956-424-5724. Or if you're real fancy, take out your phone right now. If you're watching on TV or if you're watching on your iPad, and you can get that little code, and it'll take you to all his information. If you're looking at Raza, you know we can mess up our credit. It happens to the best of us. If you're looking to rebuild your credit really, really fast, hit him up. He can also help you with that. Again, Ricky Ray, but make sure you tell them that you heard it right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And then after you buy your house, you need to power it up.
True.
You need to put the cameras out for the Sanchas, for the Sanchos, right? Make sure nobody's creeping around your house, right? Hit up another beautiful, beautiful voice in La Onda Tejana, my good friend Di Marie. You can hit her up at 210-837-8623. That's 210-837-8623. She will hook you up with something free. I can't tell you what. If you tell her that you saw the ad right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. So if you just moved into a house, you just bought a house, you're interested in solar energy, she does all of that. So hit up Don Marie, 210-837-8623. And then, Vanita, this is something you might look into, as we were talking off camera about algorithms, about staying on top of things. My good friend Joe Almaguer, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say he's at the White House.
Oh, with Bobby.
He's with Bobby Pulido, right? Because he's a conga player, right? But Joel Manuel, he does it. Again, I can't tell you all the artists that he works for, but there are some great artists out there. And so if you're looking for a new logo, if you're a small business, you just don't even know where to even begin to get a logo. Any of that, you need to get on social media and you want to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And in front of everybody, that's the guy you call, right? 956-693-9035. And again, he'll hook you up with a little discount if you let him know that you've heard it right here on Bumpers on Wacky Wednesday.
I'm going to tell him that.
And then for all my veterans, right? For all my veterans out there, having a tough time, maybe your disability is not where you want it, your VA disability. My good friend, Mr. Oscar Ornelas, retired Sergeant Major, United States Marine Corps. He will help you. He will guide you step-by-step process. I'm telling you because it's already worked. I've already had people hit me up like, thank you, Bumper, so much for giving me this guy's name. He's helped me greatly, right? Maybe you just hit a wall with your disability. He can guide you to getting, to getting what you deserve, man. But you got to hit him up, 951-388-4072. My eyes, you see how I squinted like that? 951-388-4072. Or if you're fancy, take a picture of the little code right there, and it'll take you to all of his information, right? So one more time, don't forget, this weekend, Gibsonburg, Ohio, yours truly, Bumper Gomez from Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, will be hosted out there, emceeing a little bit for the Hispanic Heritage Festival in Gibsonburg, Ohio. So I hope to see everybody, all my friends from the Midwest out there, ready to have a good time. Now the show's yours because I lost my voice.
Welcome to Bumpers.
No te crees. Garcia brothers in the back. How are we related to the Garcia brothers? They're your tios. So your mom,
Yeah, my mom.
is their sister. So you're the grandson of Joe.
Of Joe, yeah.
And
No, the grandson of
the
Joey.
dad, I'm gonna tell you something again.
Joey.
Wacky Wednesday.
Joey, yeah.
Wacky Wednesday. So we're all over the place, right? Your grandfather was the only man since I've been listening to music and watching live music. He's the only man. This is in the state of Florida, in Tampa, downtown Ybor City. Your grandfather was the only man live. Probably 15 to 2,000 people live drink a beer and can play the drums at the same time. Man. Right?
Yes,
he would see, he knows I'm not bullshit.
I love Joey.
But sometimes he would drink a beer and he missed a lick, but he didn't give a shit. He's taking his beer and he'll hop right back in there like nothing, right?
Man, you hero, man.
I remember that. That's something that I vividly remember. How many bands have you played for?
I started off with Rodeo back in '93.
La madre.
Yeah, me and my brother were the original vocalist for Leo. And then after that, I was with Grupo Maldad for a good while. And then with Jay Perez, my last band I was with, which was a beautiful experience. I mean,
How many years are you with Jay Pettis?
like a little bit under 2 years, man.
Under 2
I
years?
was there with Mario and
JR?
Fabian. Well, it was after JR, actually.
It was after JR?
Yeah, I was doing Segunda Voz during that time. And that's when JR started doing his own thing.
Yeah.
You know, JR's been a phenomenal talent. I'm a huge fan of JR's. Matter of fact, when I got the call to help out Jay, I was looking at his videos because he's a phenomenal vocalist, phenomenal accordion player. But man, Segunda Voz, he's like, it's beautiful, man.
I love that guy.
Who's that?
JR.
Oh yeah, JR, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
JR Gomez. I've had him here a couple of times on the show.
When I can't
And,
wrong. Good people,
bro,
man.
he's good people, but you better be ready.
Oh man.
He's such
Like,
a
put your
cool
seatbelt
guy.
on,
Firecracker, bro.
tighten it down. The
Firecracker, bro.
dude's a
He's
party
such a
animal.
cool-
I
Once-
just spent a whole weekend with him in Milwaukee.
Oh, I've
Not
been
only
there.
that, he was on the plane with me over there
I
and
love
coming
it,
back.
yeah.
So
I once
so,
saw him and I asked, you bought him a shot and he asked for like Tito's or something. And I looked at him and I was like, Tito's? And he was like, well, what do you drink? I was like, tequila. And he was like, he ordered me some shots for him.
There you go. Hell yeah. No, he's
He's
a
a
good
homie.
guy, man. I just saw his interview with Rock and Roll James. Shout out to Rock and Roll James.
Oh, yeah,
Hashtag
yeah, Rock and Roll
PVT.
James, yeah.
Down there in the valley, you just saw his interview. It was great. Vanita, your style,
Uh-huh.
your Jennifer Pena vibes that we talked about, has that always been you, or you kind of like
I mean-
what do you pick to go on the stage?
What do I always ask? I'm like, guys, do I look hot?
Hey, but I guarantee you she asks you when the dance walks away,
No,
right?
I'll literally show them all the fits. I'm like, which one? And if I feel like they're lying, I'm like, which one? No, but definitely flashy stuff. I just like to look cute, you know?
That's cool. That's
I
cool.
just like to look real cute. Yes.
Always.
Getting ready.
Hey, but how's the dad? Like, if you're showing something maybe a little provocative,
Nah.
does the dad give you the A.B. Quintanilla
You know,
senior look? Or?
he's definitely before a show, he'll be like, mija, really? But
One more time. Wait a minute. Don't do it yet.
before a show, he'll just be like, mija, really? but he's very supportive.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And the rest of you guys just kind of whatever, right? Whatever you vibe with.
I think at first we were all kind of trying to be like coordinated, but then as time like grew on, she was like, "Y'all kind of have like your own personalities, like do your
Yeah.
thing."
Because they like I said before we started, this is the lady killer of the band. So I gotta keep up with my looks because he be looking better than me sometimes.
Yeah.
El metro.
Hey, ¿qué usa? ¿Suavecito?
No, puro moco de gorila.
Moco de gorilla. As a band, we all use moco de gorilla.
For real?
That's-
So you just go to
we should
Trader's
get a
Village and
sponsor
get
to Moco.
get the big tub,
Get the industrial tub, man.
When we're getting ready for a gig, I'll go where he's at and I'll steal his moco and it'll just,
Hey, where's my moco? It's in Benito's bag. Oh my god.
it's in Vanita's bag.
Un saludo to a good friend of our show, a great vocalist, beautiful vocalist from the beautiful state of Nevada. Our good friend, Miss Carla Cristina, is in the house.
Hi, Carla.
As soon as I posted your flyer up, she was the first one. She's like, "Yo, she backs you 100%."
That is that's an artist that I love her voice.
Her voice is so strong, right?
It's so smooth like honey. Carla, truly. She's inspired me in the little time that I've known her as well.
That's awesome.
We met last year at Shelly Lattice's birthday at Trader Village. It was an honor. Her and Sonia, wonderful woman. Wonderful.
But Vanita, what do you sing when you're just chilling and you're by yourself? Like, I mean, something you just kind of blurt out and start jamming.
The last cover that I posted was "Love" by Keisha Cole. Lots of R&B.
Lots of R&B.
Lots of R&B. Yeah.
Sing me a little piece of an R&B a cappella.
Do you even play one of your songs?
This guy knows everything R&B.
Oh, love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I felt love. But I have one little R&B song that I can recall or remember still. This is Best Part by Daniel Caesar. Wait a minute. It's the sunrise and those brown eyes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up and then we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, oh, you're the best part. Whoa, you're the best part. Oh, best part.
There you go, kiddo.
As you can tell, I'm not the best guitar player, but I can find my little vibe with it.
Hey, but you're somebody I'm gonna call if one of my friends calls like, dude, I'm going to my chick's leaving me. I'm saying, dude, call my girl. I don't know how much she's gonna charge you, but she'll pay. I promise you, you're gonna feel like you're gonna feel worse. But guys, if you joined us late, man, Vanita Leo right here from San Antonio, all her band here with us. I know I'm gonna get a lot of messages like, Bump, like I love their voice, but dude, that wasn't Tejano, right? But that's okay, you know what I mean? Because she's a Tejana and she's playing, out again. We're thinking outside the box, and I want people to broaden their horizons when it comes to music. Like, maybe it's not a hardcore Jay Pettis day or a hardcore David Lee Garza day. Maybe you just want to just mellow out and chill. Hey, Vanita Leo, right? And so you're on all social media platforms, right?
All social media platforms at Vanita Leo Music.
And even on TikTok? You do
on
TikToks?
TikTok too, Vanita Leo Music.
It's crazy on TikTok.
What do you do? Why do they say you're crazy on TikTok? What do you do?
Well, just the way I've gotten on the algorithm is kind of cool. So like I've commented on the hot girls and stuff. The way I've gotten on the algorithm on TikTok is I went, hey, if you're a Chicana or a Tejana and you're a little toxica and you listen to Tejano, but you also listen to R&B, but you also listen to rap, but also country, I have the perfect song for you. And it was my music.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And it went up? It went viral?
Las tóxicas, they loved it.
Damn. Hell yeah, man.
Tóxicas escuchan a Vanita Leo.
Tóxicas escuchan a Vanita Leo.
Hey, but you can't say Vanita real loud because they're going to put an A.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to look for it with an A. Vanita. Don't say I. I know you're saying ah.
Vanita.
Keep an open mind when it comes to music. For sure, man. For sure. Mike Bueno. Lisa Flores, my prima all the way in Florida. My good friend Sapo, watching from Fort Worth. Thank you guys for tuning in. DJ Ines, he told me earlier, see, man, you guys get me speaking Spanish and people want to correct me. He's like, don't ever say the word así or asina. Asina. Right? No, hey, te voy a preguntar algo.
Dígame.
Cuando llegas a un parking garage,
Ajá.
cuando se para el carro, ¿qué es? What are you doing to the car?
Parquear.
Hell yeah! Give me some, hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Se estaciona.
Sí. Estaciones.
Right? ¿Cómo se dice parking in Spanish?
Estacionamiento.
Pero tú dices parquear o no?
No.
Wait,
no.
wait.
It's not in my vocabulary.
You know how like mix in español is mezclar?
Mezclar.
Today I went to one of the señoras at my work and I was like, no sé qué si quieres mixtear esto.
And she knew what
was
you were
like,
saying?
Yeah, she didn't correct me.
Well, what's the
Pero
right
ella,
word?
ella es de Guanajuato.
Okay, pues.
So she knows, sí sabe.
No, pues pues mezclar, mixtear, pues ya sabes, a veces, even I still speak in English, you know.
So, pero entiendes las palabras que nosotros tejanos decimos, right?
Claro.
Parquear, que es parquear. O el carro, parquear el carro,
Es
right?
como en México también decimos la troca.
Y
Pues no es una palabra,
es
es
camioneta.
camioneta, pero pues así yo también decía la troca hasta que me dijo la maestra, es camioneta. No, pues la troca, esa perrona.
¿Quema o no quema? ¿Quema o no quema? No, man. It's crazy, right? But at the same time, it's part of our cultura.
Yeah.
And again, that's why I keep going back to the word excited. That's why I was excited to have you guys, because you're part of our cultura. You're our young generation, right? Maybe it's not what we were used to, grew up listening to. That's okay, right? That's okay. It's okay for us to be, for people to be different. They don't have to like the same thing all the time,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to eat chicken and rice every day, I would get tired of that shit. You know what I mean? You got to put a little bit or if you're going to eat it, maybe put different spices, right? A little different spice to it.
Salsita, roja, verde.
Do you go around and I like to ask especially young artists, do you go around social media? There's a lot of DJs that play music, and I would venture to say that a lot of the DJs that would come up on your feed, according to your algorithm, would probably be a Tejano background because of your vicinity, your local area, right? So I could see some of them saying, no, it's really hard to play this. Trying to keep people, you know what I mean? Like people moving and dancing, you play a slow song like that. But I mean, there's some slow songs that we love, like Duele, you know what I mean? Like all these,
definitely.
There's slow songs, but do you go around and introduce yourself?
I do. I went to the Tejano Mundial. I met a lot of DJs there. Keith Leal from Houston has always been a big supporter. And I think
I know a guy from the Tejano Mundial.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there was a guy there I knew. He hosted the show,
okay.
the Tejano Mundial Awards this last time.
Oh, okay.
I saw you there. You don't know who he was?
Was it Alec that was there?
No, this last year, the Tejano Mundial, the awards,
The host?
the host of the award show.
Pues
Was he?
It was me. She's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
hey, let's just say I celebrated that night. No, I'm just, no te
Oh,
creas, no te
man.
creas. No,
No.
but I remember, yes.
Now
your jokes
you remember.
were
Now you remember. No, but that's good that you go around because
No, yeah.
that's you're supporting them, and people know you. Like for a lot of the artists, my friends that already know you that are artists, like okay. But then when your dad said he was a singer of rodeo, I mean, come on, like it's in your blood.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's in your blood. So again, if you take anything from tonight's show, I want you to take two things. One, this is Vanita Leo, right? This is her band. And two, it's okay for it not to be like a traditional Tejanos, like broaden your horizons. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Listen to something different. Where do you see yourself a year from right now?
Well, I mean, that being said, I do want to say it is beautiful that because the Tejano community, even though my music is so different, they have really uplifted me a lot. Frank Chapa has given me a lot of opportunities, a lot of these Tejano DJs. And it's like, I credit them to a lot of my streams, especially con Marchate. And, well, in a year, I just hope that I can still keep communicating what it means for me to be Tejana.
Placido.
And yes, Placido también. He gave me the opportunity and sang with us. Jose Rosario. I'm constantly talking. Well, me and Shelly, we follow each other on social media. And I guess I just I hope to keep releasing more singles, more music. I want my set list to be all of our original music here within the next year,
for sure.
6 months to a year. I don't know. Hopefully we can keep hitting that algorithm. I definitely know we're not.
We're using that big word. Some of these people are like, hey, what are they talking about? They're gonna go. They're gonna go define it. Hey, before you go on, Lisa Flores said bumper. Selena had one song that wasn't Tejano. I think it was called something like "Dreaming of You." It was a hit. So again, just going outside your box. Now, if we go see a Vanita Leo's show, will we get treated to any traditional Tejano sounding music?
Yes. And then if I'm not playing it, just yell at me from the crowd and I'll play one for you.
Damn it! That's what I'm talking about. So, guys, and all of you, you're familiar with playing Tejano music?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Is your background more? I'm gonna take a wild guess. Okay.
Yeah. No, go.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I'm a judge a book by its cover, right? I have a feeling that you're a guitar player. Your vibe, you really love like metal, like heavy metal. Is probably where you started. That's really your passion for music.
I wish.
No, it's not. I'm wrong.
No, I mean, when I got into the guitar, it was just like a little bit of classic rock. I mean, do you know Mark Martinez at all?
No.
No, he used to play with Emilio.
Oh no, Mark. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. I know Mark.
Mark.
Yes.
He was my first guitar teacher ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give it away, but go ahead.
But Mark taught me so much, but I wasn't really introduced to Tejano music growing up. My parents were both from Mexico, so I was listening to Caifanes, Juanes, a lot of Maná, Mexican rock,
Yeah.
And then I'm a little bit all over the place. I went to school, I studied jazz there, so different ball game,
So let me ask you that's kind of like where you started, your love, your background. Is Tejano music really hard to play?
I mean, honestly, at first, yeah, it was just like a different style. It kind of has like this jazz thing going on, but then it's this very like norteño, Mexicana thing as well.
This young lady that I know, she's been in the business for a little bit of years. You might know her, Shelly Lares.
Oh,
right.
Girl, Shelly,
Shelly Lares came on the show, and she says something that I always go back to. I always go back to her statement, and I'll keep going back to it. She says that Tejano musicians are like no other in the world because most musicians can play rock, they can play country, right? You could take a rock guy, you could put him in country, you could take a country guy, put him in rock, and they'll pick it up like right away. Yeah. But Tejano musicians can play all of that and Tejano, but you can't take a country guy and say, "Hey, here's a guitar. You're gonna play this Tejano lick," because they're lost, right?
Yeah.
It's a little. Not saying that they can't learn it. I mean, anybody can learn it.
It's a very specific style.
But it was just a fact that Tejano musicians are very unique. They're
Very
unique, and
versatile,
when it comes to and that you have the jazz background, I would assume that probably helps you a little bit, right?
When I watch guys like Mario Ortiz play, I see the jazz influence, and then I'm also like in awe of how he's fitting that in and how Tejano musicians take some of this. I mean, a lot of them also didn't study formally,
Yeah.
They learn by ear, and it's just crazy to me.
So, can you read sheet music?
I would need to dissect it, but yeah, if I like dissect it for 10 minutes.
¿Tú también?
What?
¿Puedes leer la
Sheet
letra?
music.
I used to, but yeah, I would say so. I used to because I was in band.
It would take me a minute, but
¿Tú también? Well, if he was your music teacher, you can?
Yeah.
You can read sheet music too?
I can type T.
Really? Hell, look at that old school. Nah, homie. I just got to hear it one time and I'm good.
Then it's the key. I'm like, bro, just play the key so I can hear it, man. There it
Hey,
is.
that's a great comment right there. DJ Lyric said, Vanita Leo is like Alicia Keys mixed with Stephanie Montiel.
Oh, that's nice.
They kind of merged, right? You kind of
nice.
merged together.
Big Montiel fan for sure. Big Montiel fan.
I was with Stephanie too Sunday at an undisclosed location, but she was there too.
Hey, Gabriel just hit like a milestone, didn't he? Like over 1 million
dude,
spins on his
Zavala?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, that guy's crazy.
Man,
that
guy, he's a pioneer, man. Was definitely like he's I follow him quite a bit. Like he gets He's one of those guys that ain't scared to test the boundaries.
Oh,
And
no, for
that's
sure.
what we need, man. That's what we need.
I was told when I had him and Steph said they need to make a shirt that says "outside the box." That's with Zavala,
man. Oh, yeah.
like going out of the box,
yeah.
right? Because that's what he does.
Crazy talented though, man.
Benito, when you work with Mario, like, is he easygoing with you, or I mean, do you kind of give him where you want to go with the song?
Oh yeah, we've definitely bonded a lot over the past 2 years. Working with him, it's very much like, because my skills on producing are not really there, to be able to
Well,
do
these
it.
guys say different because you don't listen to them. You just want to do that.
Well, I know what I want, right? So when I go into the studio with Mario, I explain to him in probably the worst way possible, but somehow he knows what I'm talking about and he helps me execute.
I got you.
Yeah.
And there he goes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Mario's an awesome guy, man. Loving dude like that. That dude's and he's a very humble guy.
Very humble.
Yeah, I mean, talks to anybody. He's
Oh, yeah, for sure.
you meet him on the street, you would never know that dude has made hits
man.
all over. You know what I mean? And he plays for the Commodores, dude.
Frankie J, Commodore.
You know what I mean?
You name it, yeah. Man.
Crazy. Benito, what else is maybe something that you would love for people to know about you?
Well, I actually just got the green light to share this information now that this show is confirmed.
Green light. All right, here we go.
Contrato firmado.
A world premiere right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday.
O el de diciembre.
El que tú quieras. Usted diga lo que usted quiera.
Well, Dallas, December 2nd, we're going to be playing at the AT&T Center for a light show for Christmas para toda mi gente in Dallas.
For what? What are you going to...
A light show, a Christmas light show.
Really?
Yes.
At
And
the Dallas Cowboys Stadium?
Yeah.
at the AT&T Center, yes.
Dang, well, you're not going to score a touchdown there. You know that, right?
I'll
You're going to
run.
do good, but there's no touchdown scored. No,
I'm down. And we'll...
No, pues. We're gonna leave it for the next show. No.
I don't even know what's up.
Okay, well, this Friday tickets will be on sale because we're opening up for Ramon Ayala in December.
Nice! Hell yeah! So, Vanita Leo opening up for
Ramon
the king,
Ayala.
Mr. Ramon Ayala.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, there will be no boxes at that show. That's for damn sure. Wow, that's awesome. And where's that show going to be at?
At the Majestic Theater.
Here in San Antonio.
Nice. I was playing at Crazy J's.
Also-
Never at the Majestic.
para toda mi gente in San Antonio, this September 30th, we're going to be at the SB as well. Downtown by the Alamo.
It's por comer.
So Mark's asking
Yeah.
AT&T Center or the American Airlines Center?
Ala.
For the one in Dallas.
Uno de los dos.
No, it's AT&T
Yeah,
Center.
it's Cowboy Stadium, yeah.
It's Cowboy Stadium?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Cowboy Stadium. I think
that's
it's
es lo que me dijo. Yeah, right.
Victoria.
Or is it the airline center? This guy lives in Dallas. That's why. That's why
Honestly,
he's
la
asking.
verdad.
We gotta
Hold
get
on.
confirmation on that.
Vamos a ver.
Hey, it's gonna be in Dallas. It's gonna be either one of those two big stadiums. But
For
I'm more
those,
pumped up over here that you guys are opening
Yes.
up for Ramon Ayala, dude.
AT&T Center in Dallas, Texas on December 2nd.
December 2nd, and Ramon Ayala Majestic.
December 10th.
When?
December 10th.
December 10th.
Come through, y'all. Come
Vamos a
through.
estar.
If you're a guest bumper, go out there, hang out, man.
Dude, I want to see, like, you know what? I would love to go to the show, but I would get more satisfaction of being behind the curtain with my camera and watching the faces of the people when you guys start playing music, and the people are going to be like, yo, do we come to the right concert? I can see it already. Right?
Yeah, we've talked
Not
about
in a
that,
bad
yeah.
way, but
No,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
people are
It's
showing
gonna
the
be
tejanas,
different.
Yeah.
guapas, and they're going to be like,
¿Qué está pasando aquí?
did you get the right tickets? Like, you know what I mean? I can see that. But once you start singing, it's going to be,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be on and popping,
We're
man.
definitely going to do a little mom and pop thing, probably. I mean, a daughter and pop. No manches.
¿Cuántas canciones
Yeah.
originales?
Unos originales, yeah.
Unas antiguas.
But it's very exciting, very exciting.
So when do we start the, when you guys do a show, do you already have a set list, or you kind of
We
just
have-
kind of feed off each other? Hey, this is what we're gonna play, or feed off the crowd. You know, a lot of bands that I know, a lot of my friends have bands like yours. They say, hey, we go with a set list, but Most of the time, that shit's thrown out the window because we go off the crowd, right? Whatever the crowd
Yeah.
kind of wants to hear. Is that what you do?
Well, we have our set list for sure. And we've been like adding on to it to make it more and more unique. But definitely if we see the crowd is not vibing, we'll look at each other and we'll be like, let's throw this in here real quick. I think they're gonna like this.
Nice. Hey, out of everybody here, who's a prankster in the group?
The prankster. Este vato aquí. No, los dos. These two together. Necios.
Yeah?
Oh, let's not even talk about Dallas.
Wow.
No, they're good guys for
And
sure.
your dad kind of keeps everybody in check.
No, hombre, he's
Uno de los necios. Uno de los traviesos.
I gotta make sure they're good, man.
No, yeah. Momager and Papager definitely hold it together whenever we're being
grateful for that.
That's
Yes.
cool, man. That's cool. If I asked you to sing a Tejano song tonight for my Tejano fans, you could do one?
Yeah.
You can do.
Mi tesoro is considered Tejano, right? Oh, pues podemos hacer un... Oh, do you remember? Can you te aprovechas?
Ooh, that's an LMT song?
Ya no sé.
No, Grupo Límite.
LMT song?
Yeah.
LMT. Nice.
Hey, LMT, digo, no, Límite. That's what I'm talking about, fool.
No manches.
They changed the name for some reason. Like,
All right. What's up to the familia watching from Three Rivers? Alejandro Amaro is watching. Man, you got a lot of people in Three. Hey, I think everybody in Three Rivers is watching the show, man. There's a lot of Three Rivers
Yeah, Alejandro's
people.
also like a very, very special talent. Like,
Oh, amazing drummer.
So if this is your first time watching, if you stumbled across Bumper's Wacky Wednesday on behalf of our guests here tonight, you know, every Wednesday we do this for a couple of hours, bring you in-depth interviews, and we just kind of hang out, drink some tequila, chill out, and we jam a little bit. So without further ado, my homie here from San Antonio, Vanita.
Vanita Leo. Échale, viejo.
Soy la sombra de tu vida, tú me elevas y me tiras, yo te sigo y tú me pisas sin reparar jamás en mí. Bebo siempre de tu mano, como siervo en tu rebaño, y te odio y te amo muy a pesar de mí. No buscaré culpables, yo lo soy, porque cuando me llames siempre estoy dispuesta a todo, y te aprovechas porque sabes que te quiero. Al sonido de tus dedos, a tus órdenes yo estoy. Te aprovechas porque sabes que aunque quiera nunca voy a estar afuera del cristal de tu prisión, y me dejas y me tienes cuando quieres, me persigues si me quieres, soy tu presa cazador. Me desgarras y manejas a tu antojo y controlas mis enojos a tu ley y condición. Wait, are you gonna do the little, wait, ready? Tan, 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 tan.
Vanita Leo.
Nice. Well, while I have you in the mood of singing, and well, we kind of touched on a little bit outside of Vanita Leo. I asked you to sing a Tejano song. You went with our good friend Alicia Villar and Grupo Límite, which is that is. I mean, your voice is amazing, man.
Thank you.
For me, right here next to me, it's crystal clear. I can tell you guys that. Let's do one of yours. Let's do something your style, so people can get a little taste of who you are.
¿Arrepentido?
Yeah.
¿Me traigo la guitarra?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Si quieres. Oh, can we use them?
You can use whichever one you there's another right there. I don't know how tuned it is. Agarra esa. Esta que está a la izquierda. Dale, no te mortifiques.
Pero con cariño, mijo. Con
En la
cariño.
mejor la otra.
La cafecita.
Hey. You know whose guitar that is?
Who's that?
It's our good friend Miguel Hernandez.
Oh, man.
You know
My dog,
Miguel? Yeah, Miguel's a beast.
Miguel's a beast. His son. Have you seen his son?
No. Oh, vas a agarrar la tuya. Oh, so now we gotta talk now. We
got his own act.
We just gotta kick it. In all the years that you've been doing music, right? Well, since you were a little girl, is there a special moment that you remember that you always go back to? You know, and I refer back to, like, you know, you think of like the Selena movie, like she'd always, you know, her dream of being in front of people, or, you know, being on top of the house, thinking about that, right? Is there something like that for you? Is there like a moment in your 21 years of life where you were like, you know, whenever you're by yourself, you just kind of think like, man, dude, this is cool. Like
100%. I still have them. I definitely think I'm not the best vocalist that I can be yet, that I'm going to be yet, the best performer. I just want to keep getting better and better until I get to that level that these women were at. And growing up, I remember watching, it's funny, Burlesque with Christina Aguilera. She's playing a burlesque dancer, but the way she just dominates the crowd, and she's a good performer, a genuinely good performer, and she just gets people in the palm of her hand. I wanted nothing more than to be able to have that skill of entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing it.
Thank you.
You're doing it. So right now I want to go with what's the name of the song?
Arrepentida.
Arrepentida.
This is one of yours, right?
Uh-huh.
Un, dos, tres.
Amor mío, no te vayas de mí. Puedo ser lo que quieres, no quiero estar sin ti. Te prometo, no lo haré otra vez. Estoy arrepentida, pido perdón otra vez. Todo lo que construimos, todo lo que he vivido, todo lo que prometimos, sabes que mis emociones con razones no se controlan, pero veo tu sonrisa junto a esa naricita, más fea que poesía. Sé que aunque enojamos y peleamos, siempre te amaré. Ah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, love. Corazón, yo te pido, quédate junto a mí. Si me dejas, no sé qué haré sin ti. Por favor, no te alejes, es difícil admitir que todo lo que construimos, todo lo que te he vivido, todo lo que prometimos, sabes que mis emociones con razones no se controlan, pero veo tu sonrisa junto a esa naricita, más bella que poesía. Sé que aunque enojamos y peleamos, siempre te amaré. This is the part where he gets all the ladies. And they're like, oh my goodness.
Man, hey, that is a beautiful song.
Thank you.
The guitars are freaking amazing. I couldn't agree with this guy more. I just glanced over. He's like, that's a song that you would hear in a movie.
Oh,
Right there, right? Like you would hear it like in a novela. Like, I don't know. Hey, if there's any people out there that make movies, you want a song for your movie, that's a great song right there. So the name of that song was called what? One more time.
Arrepentida.
There you go,
It's our
right there.
most popular song.
Yes.
That's your most popular
Yes.
song? Well, it needs to get more popular because that song was super, super awesome, man. I just sitting here like just listening to the guitars. It just everything balances out so well, man. Who came up with that song?
My cousin Tito Guzman.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Un saludo.
So that you're the only person that sings that song. It's not a cover. That's not a.
No. Actually, so me and my cousin Tito had collaborated on the whole album, wrote all the songs together. But Arrepentida, that was all his work. And he sent me the demo and he was like, I want you to sing it. And shit, all I had to do was listen to the first 30 seconds before I said, dude, I'm down.
You're hooked.
And we took it to Mario and then he put his twist on it, made it even more catchy, more punchy, and it hit the algorithm.
That song was beautiful, man. That song was beautiful. Hello from Oregon. Big fan of theirs. Style and everything about her is so unique. I think it's amazing. Christina, I don't even want to mess up their last name. Aispuro, I think is how you say it. Aispuro, right? You have to hear it with drum and bass part to feel the full effect.
That is true. It's a big part of the song.
Well, shoot, I can play whatever from right here. Just being here. Remember, like I told you guys, right? A lot of people don't know. Like when you conduct an interview, it sometimes, I don't know. I've never met these. I mean, I've met Vanita before. Her pops. Like I probably said what's up to you, but never had a long conversation with anybody in here. And sometimes those, for me, they make the best interviews because you just really don't know them. When they become your friends, it's kind of hard, right? Because like, no, I don't want to bring that shit up. Or, you know what I mean? I don't want, So yeah. But again, if you take anything from tonight, right? Vanita Leo, beautiful, beautiful music, right? Maybe, just maybe it's not your cup of tea. But guess what? Sometimes when you go to fill up your tea and they don't have that flavor that you have, but you still want some tea, you move over to the next one, right? And you get, the peach tea or whatever, the other tequila. Tea, right? Well, there you go, tequila. Well, anyway, but you get something else, and you never know. You might stumble across something that you love or something that you like, right? Maybe it's not going to be your go-to all the time, but hey, I know that I like it because I've had it before. Same thing with Vanita right here. Same exact thing. That's really what I want to get across to, the fans of Bumpers Wacky Wednesdays, that, there's so much great music like this out there. Mel, if you're still in your bunk, you're still watching, I promise to get your band on, right? Vanita hit me in the ribs already. Homie over here already gave me the look like, hey. So, but no, we'll definitely get you on there. She reminds me of Christian Serratos.
Christian Serrato, is that the actress?
I don't know who that is.
I think I know who. Yes.
You know who that is?
I believe so.
You believe so?
I believe so.
What else you got? What else we got?
He's
going on?
playing a song.
He got his guitar out over here, so I'm like double guitar. Let's do something.
She's the girl that played she's the actress from the new Selena show. Thank you.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right. So if you want to do another Selena show, right here, we got the actress right here.
A ver si. ¿Historia? Ya no estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Siempre fuiste la razón de mi existir, y adorarte para mí fue religión. Y en tus besos yo encontraba el calor que me brindaba, el calor de tu pasión. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otra igual, que me hizo comprender todo el bien y todo el mal, que le dio luz a mi vida, apagándola después. Ay, qué vida tan oscura, sin tu amor no viviré. Es la historia de un amor, la historia de un amor. Estás más a mi lado, corazón, y en el alma solo tengo soledad. Y si ya no puedo verte, porque Dios me hizo quererte para hacerme sufrir más. Es la historia de un amor como no hay otro igual, comprender todo el bien y todo el mal, que le around here, I'll tease them a little bit. I'll be like, sin tu amor, sin tu amor, sin tu maldito amor, no viviré.
Ay, Diosito de mi vida.
This is
Wow,
actually- this
dude. You had
crazy.
everybody in their feelings. I was just looking at the chat, right? And everybody was like, wow. Like, there was like Soul D Spill, Lover Vibe. She reminds me of, Savannah V. What was the other one? That's a Vibe. Some guys really like, that's a vibe. Another one is the effing word, right? Effing dope, right? Wow. And then Anita Black, maybe you know who she is. She's like,
my
she's so
godmother.
badass. Proud of you, goddaughter. That's awesome, man. And again, if this is your first time watching the show, Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, this is what we try to bring to you every single Wednesday. The best, yes, a lot of Tejano music, but I've also brought, little Chicanos that are doing their country thing. I brought them on here on Wacky Wednesday. I like to spread the wealth. If you're somebody who, I would love to have somebody like Piñata Protest. I've only seen like a couple of songs, but I know they're from around the area. I would love to have them and come jam a little bit because it's different for me. It's out of my box, right? It's out of even this, Vanita. Even this is outside my box, but I'm here to tell the people like this is what I'm talking about. Like you're gonna come on my show, I cram your music in, and I'm like, yo, this is awesome. I like it, right? So I'm sure the show's worth it if you got one new fan tonight.
Yes, 100%.
Right? One new fan, and our family members, they're always going to come on and support us, right? But for somebody who never even heard of you tonight and stumbled across the show and find out who Vanita is, like, that's awesome. I that's what I do this for.
No, and thank you so much for inviting us. It's an honor.
Sure. It's this is the part of the show where I give the microphones over to you guys. You want to do any thank yous, any saludos, anything that we missed that you're like, Bumper, you never asked me, and I do want to ask you something.
What's that?
Menudo or pozole?
Oh, pozole.
You better answer this one right.
Menudo or
La
pozole?
verdad, con a bunch of limón y Valentina, I'm down with both, but pozole.
Wow. Okay. All right. Shout out to Joey Jimenez. Joey Jams is on here. He's like, it's about time you have some real shit on here, bro. And yes, I know you're live, Joey. You're texting. Thank you. So, guys, what do you like, menudo or pozole? I'm a menudo guy.
Yeah.
I'm a menudo guy. So when I lived in Cali, a lot of places in Mexico, the traditional Mexican menudo doesn't have hominy.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Right? That's a Texan thing. And really South Texan, Northern Mexico, que echan the maíz, right? Que echan el grano. Well, in Cali they would say the grano. So over there, when I would get my menudo, I said, man, this is all panza, bro. Like, where's the hominy? Yeah. So I learned that the hominy was in the pozole. I didn't grow up eating pozole. It wasn't until I was older, I got pozole. I said, well, shit. Hey, can you just mix them? It's the same broth. Shit. So I would order menudo and pozole mix so I could get it. It's actually pretty good. Yes, barbacoa. You like barbacoa?
I love barbacoa. With some avocado, salsa verde.
Or maíz or harina?
Pues depende. With a barbacoa taco, I like it with harina.
With harina? All right, I'm gonna add something to it. It's what I'm known for. All right. Next time you guys eat a barbacoa taco on tortilla de harina,
okay,
a little bit of green salsita, and some pickles.
Whoa.
Hey, echas limón?
I do put limón.
Right. Okay, it's a little. Ponle un poquito de pickle. No, un pinche like a whole pickle. Just a little bit of pickle, right?
Brisket sandwich.
Pero, hey, Está bruto.
No, but knowing my daughter, you put pickle, then he's gonna have chamoy, no sé qué tanto.
Here's another question, right? And I got this from TikTok.
Okay.
You're going to be the first person to ever get asked this question on Bumpers. It's going to make this show really wacky right now.
Okay, really wacky on Wacky Wednesday.
What's the grossest thing you do when you're home alone?
Oh, my Lord.
The grossest thing.
The grossest thing that Vanita does when you're home alone.
Watch your answer, kid.
No, I'm just kidding.
I've been trying to learn how to make bread, and I have them try it all the time, and he just said it's the bread I make. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Y'all know me very well.
She doesn't wash her hair for 5 days.
Quizás. I got curls. I got curls. You can't wash the curls.
Yeah, that's it. That's
You
it
can't
right
wash the
there.
curls every day.
We don't even know that side.
I don't know.
It's all good. It's all
I
good.
guess I just be making sure my armpits don't smell or something.
Que no se bañó hoy.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, I know a lot of artists that go days without taking a shower. It's
man,
like
rockers,
something,
man.
something
You
the
gotta do
rockers.
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, especially these guys like these guys back here.
Yeah.
They'll go
Ellos
3-4
no bañan.
days. I'm not saying you guys. I'm just saying guys. Like,
Me baño en puro tierra.
Puro sudor. Te bañas.
Tierra y sangre.
Como en el
you know what, Vanita? I honestly, I'm super excited at the fact that you made the announcement that, you know, one, you're going to be at the AT&T Center, which is really huge. But one for us here locally, here in San Antonio, that you're opening up for El Rey del Acordeón, right?
Yeah.
Ramon Ayala. But just goes to show everybody who's watching the show, like, music has no boundaries. It really doesn't. At the end of the day, it has no boundaries. You know, whatever floats your boat. And if it doesn't, you know, get off the float that you're on and go try a different float. I promise you, it'll keep you above water. I wish you guys the best, dude.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you guys live somewhere with a lot of tequila and just like a chill vibe. You know what I mean? Just a chill vibe, because your voice is amazing. It honestly is something different that we haven't had here on the show for, you know, we had, I mean, I had Destiny last week. Beautiful, strong. Destiny has one of the strongest voices in the Ola Tejana right now, you know, and it's just gotten better and better. But you're different. It's a different vibe, right? It's a different style, different stilo. So I can't wait to just see it for myself, to see the people's reaction, and just to be around y'all's vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'm a new fan. To be honest with you, I'm a new fan. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching the show tonight that became new fans of Vanita. Like it's awesome. Her stuff's on Apple Music. The Android one doesn't really count, but if you got an Apple phone, no, I'm just saying. If you're a DJ, how can they get a hold of you guys for music so they can spin your music?
You can text me on any social media platforms at Vanita Leo Music.
Her phone number is.
My phone.
No phone numbers.
No, and then my email is vanitaleonor @gmail.com.
Spell it for him.
VANITA Vanita Leonor LEONOR @gmail.com.
Or you can put it in the comments.
Yes,
Because
and I'll
somebody
put
will
it
go
in the
back and
comments.
watch it. New fan, look, all these people they're new fans, so that's
awesome.
great. Again,
Thank
it made the
you,
show
guys.
worth it. If you got at least one new fan, it makes it all worth it. Well, I can't let you guys go because your dad gave me it's in the thing down my spine, my Tejano ears spiked up, and he sang with Rodeo. You got one in you or no? Yeah. I thought he gave me the look. He gave me the look like I thought you would never ask.
He said, pass me that guitar.
4 cartas le he escrito a la ingrata y a ninguna dio contestación. Y por eso la duda me mata y atormenta mi piel, corazón. Una flor me recuerda su nombre y y esa flor jamás se acabará. Sin tu vida ya tienes a otro hombre, Dios te colme de felicidad.
Yeah, hell yeah, right there. What a way to end right there, man. Again, guys, I wish you guys nothing but. I'm sorry. Before I do that, I cut you guys off, right? If you want to say any goodbyes, any thank yous, any saludos.
Saludos a Mario Ortiz, Chasky's Group, Victor Vera. Shout out Mama Longoria, Mama Perez, Mama Felan. And just everybody who's supporting us. I'm very, very proud. Shout out to Mamo Nina Jaime, mi abuela. I know she's watching. But I really want to say thank you for this opportunity to speak directly to, the Tejano community, because I want to express, once again, I express it at every show. I'm so, so, so proud to be a Tejana and to be here in this beautiful city of San Antonio. And I have really felt the love and support from the Tejano community, and I will forever be thankful for that.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to do it.
Thank you.
We're going to continue to do it. Guys, any guys in the back?
Háblele.
Pues a mi mamá y mi papá los amo, ya saben, aquí me hicieron y aquí estoy en este mundo. Un shout out para el Mark Martínez que me enseñó todo de guitarra. Y pues aquí estamos, plebe.
Thanks, Mel.
Before I forget, Big Old Prieto Orlando, Big Old Prieto says salud. Bumper shout out to the guys, my boy Marco.
That's my dog, Orlando.
Yeah.
Buena gente el compadre, man.
He said earlier, but I skipped over it. And I thought I just saw it right now. So he reminded me, man. Saludos. Saludos to everybody watching from Escondido, California.
Eso, Califa's in the house, bro.
All right, we're going to get you guys to, what's the one out there in the desert? The big old Coachella. Dog. There you go, right there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'm going to be sitting right here, still like, she was here one day. You know what I mean? Now she's in the stage in Coachella. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us again. Another great show, another Bumpers Wacky Wednesday in the books. Stay tuned next Wednesday. I got a special surprise for you guys. Coming up from the 956 again. Another group coming up for the night. Hey, the 956, we opening some doors. A lot of people are coming up from the 956. So again, guys, I wish you guys from myself, everybody here at the show, it's just me. It sounds good. It sounds good, right? No, everybody here, from my family, I wish you guys, honestly, man, I wish you guys the best. I can't wait to see you guys live, and I'm sure you guys meet a lot of new fans who are going to come out. So now you can't say, well, I'm not going to go out because they're not Tejano. Well, now you're going to go see Ramon Ayala, right? Get your tickets at the Majestic Theater. What other better venue here in San Antonio in a theater setting? You get to sit down, have you something very nice and good to drink, and enjoy Vanita Leo, and then, close it down with some Ramon Ayala, right?
Thank you. Yeah. The tickets go on sale on Friday, guys. You heard it here first.
Yeah. For the show at the Majestic. Yeah. All right. So save your ticket. She'll autograph it. If you show me the autograph on your ticket, I'll buy you a donut.
Eso.
Thank you.
No. Thank you guys, man. I really appreciate it. And I know you guys could have been doing 100 different things in the middle of the week, but I'm glad you guys came. I had a great time. And again, guys, don't forget all my friends in the Midwest. I'll see you guys this weekend, Saturday, Gibsonburg, Ohio, with our good friends, La Familia Mancha with Grupo Asalto.